win. Massive congratulations to Big E on his well-deserved Money in the Bank.
What is going on, you guys? A little crazy, but we are getting started, and we got the first man in the house. He is a toy reviewer, and he has had probably the creepiest, but it's really good. New intro video, trailer, whatever you want to call it, for his channel. Welcome in 1/3 of the team, Mr. Taz. Man, Taylor.
What's it going on?
What's going on, sir?
It's a new day.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
We got a new champion. We
I
got
know,
a former champion and Bobby Lashley.
Yep.
Wow. I don't even know what to say right now. That is awesome pose. I did not think they would go through with the title change on Raw. I'm just going to be honest with you. I totally did not expect it. I actually didn't even watch the end of it because I didn't think it would happen. And I woke up about midnight and checked my phone and I said, what in the hell? I fell asleep and missed that.
Yep. Oh, and we have got the final member of the team, the man who's got so many adventures to come. He is none other than America's most wanted. What is going on, sir?
What's up, everybody? How y'all doing tonight?
What's going on, my friend?
I am excited.
Yes.
I think we all are. Got a Big E figure, but me, man, I gotta dig mine out.
Huh, man?
Oh, this is perfect time.
Yeah, perfect time, Tazman.
Huge win. What did you guys think when it finally happened?
Oh,
I like to turn into a crybaby again. I did. It was amazing.
Yeah, it was. I mean, I was hoping it would be on a bigger stage. Like I was hoping a pay-per-view, at least. But for them to do that, like he was on Twitter with that. Oh, the celebration's begun.
You know what it reminds me of is Mick Foley's first WWE title.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was thinking about that too.
Me too, man. Me too. Word up.
Because it was like, because I think Mick Foley's was like they had spoiled it on WCW
on Nitro.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
And it was for their sales.
Yeah, and I think that was what turned the tide for WWE.
It definitely did. And you know, I mean, this is that. You know, last week we were talking about what could WWE do to generate some excitement, and by God, they did it. I mean, I didn't see it coming.
Yeah,
we actually talked about Big E possibly cashing in. You know, I don't think any of us thought it would have happened as fast as what it did. But I mean, you know, and I mean, as good as it is that he won it, I mean, you can't talk about him winning it without talking about how good a reign Bobby Lashley had.
Oh yeah.
Let's be honest, guys. I mean, he lost it, but I mean, he was a good champion. That's the best run he's had with any title, I guess, since the TNA title. So it was, you know, I mean, you gotta look at the former champion, and I think we'll see them probably have a rematch at a pay-per-view. I mean, I don't see any chance Bobby.
I mean, you got Extreme Rules coming up in a couple weeks, so it's gonna probably be there.
As long as they don't have Goldberg come in and challenge Big E, I'll be good.
Oh,
well, they done threw the spoil out there already about the Survivor Series in November. So,
what they say about Survivor Series?
They done guaranteed that Roman Reigns will be fighting Big E. You know, because they were the two top champions in November in Survivor Series. So they done spoiled that for us already.
That'll be a good match. That'll be
Roman
can put on good matches, so I look forward to that, man.
Yeah, and they can make stars too. They can make each other bigger stars. They can make stars because of the type of match they put on. Now, it's got to be a match, though. It's got to be the match you put on for it to be grade A for somebody to be talking about later, man, that was great, or man, that was trash. That was garbage. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that just made me think. We've got Roman Reigns and the Bloodline versus Big E and the New Day. We've had the New Day taking on the Usos, and those matches were killer.
Yeah, those were really good matches.
And now you got Roman Reigns. They may do a 6-man elimination style tag match instead.
Yeah, they was saying that too. It was like two rumors, but that was the one that was gonna go with though, the guarantee of Roman facing Big E at Survivor Series.
Yeah.
So. Well, Survivor Series is cool, but I hate that they stopped having it the night before Thanksgiving. You know what I'm saying? Because
I liked it better back then.
Yeah.
But now that made me think, okay, because if they got Roman and Big E, both big champions, going against each other, and the Usos are the SmackDown champions, are they going to put the New Day as the tag team champions? Because they've been doing that the last couple years, where it's champions versus champions at Survivor Series.
Like Eddie said on the barbershop, Maswell. Who got the what?
Who's got the Raw tag team titles now?
RK Bro.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't see him taking it off Randy right now and Riddle. I don't know. I might be wrong.
I tell you who I see taking it from him though.
Who?
If not a New Day, some kind of hurt business faction, like Lashley and MVP or somebody. Something's about to happen because it's just something about to happen, and we can sit back and talk about it and think about it and pretty much book the next show in our head, and it's pretty much the way you booked it in your head. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
Well, we still got a couple months until Survivor Series.
Oh yeah.
So there's enough time.
Oh yeah.
Because technically, Bobby Lashley and MVP won that tag team turmoil, so they're supposed to, because it was supposed to be the tag team match this week.
Well, guys, there's something else we got to think about too that we haven't factored in is the draft. We don't know
October.
on what show, bro.
Well, they were talking about Becky Lynch moving from SmackDown to Raw because USA was pissed off.
Yeah.
Honestly, I mean, there's not a lot good going on Raw besides Big E right now. I mean, I think Damian Priest has been a very pleasant surprise. I think he's having a pretty solid run. But not a whole lot going on Raw. I think they definitely need to, if that's going to be their staple show, which I don't know that you could say it's their staple show.
It's not.
It's not.
No.
And I'm anxious to see what they're going to do at NXT this week or next week or this week or tonight or next week. Today.
It's tonight.
Yeah, it's tonight.
But with NXT, I just heard that because there's like between main roster and NXT, there's like 4 guys whose contracts were up.
Yeah.
Pete Dunne, Johnny
signed.
Gargano.
Yeah.
Pete Dunne signed.
Yeah, that's what I heard. And then you got Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn.
Owens, I think, is gone.
No talk. If he leaving, he ain't going without Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn gonna let him leave him.
Sammy still had some time left on his contract.
Sammy, from what I hear, Sammy's may end around either March or April of next year.
Yeah.
So
but honestly, they haven't done a whole lot with Sammy. I mean, there's so many people. You know, you look at the roster and you look at these people who are leaving, and I mean, they basically let AEW build a powerhouse from people who they did jack shit with, and I mean, who are now the most exciting wrestlers in the world.
Yeah,
you're right, man. So I don't know.
But I think NXT
killed himself.
Yeah, but I think NXT, now that Samoa Joe gave up the title, I think, and then Pete Dunne re-signed.
Yeah,
I think Pete Dunne's going to win the title tonight.
Yeah, man. Look, man. You know, if you watch the storylines, I know y'all know about the storylines and everything, but it's always got to be a face to lose to a heel and a heel lose to a face, right? Not exactly, but right. Yeah. Okay, well, usually, you know, Samoa Joe come back. I like to call him Fat Joe, Joe Crack, but he come back and won the belt, and he was a baby face, and he won it from a heel, which was Luke Carrion Cross. He moved on, right?
Yeah.
So Pete Dunne, the next heel, the next big heel.
Yeah.
And I believe that he's gonna do it, and I hope he have a good run with it too. I like him, man.
Yeah.
I like it. I like that body damage he give you.
Well, honestly, Joe's old too. I mean, Joe's best days. Joe can still go in the ring, but I mean, his best days have been behind him for a while.
TNA, sure have.
Although I will say, you know, that mini feud he had with Brock Lesnar a few years ago,
that was good.
He made matches with Brock more believable than probably anybody. I mean, some of their matches were really good.
Well, he made you think, oh, Samoa Joe might actually win.
Yeah.
And you're like, you know, he's not going to, but it was like there was a chance. Like, even with John Cena, I'm like, I don't know if John Cena's gonna win this match.
Yeah.
I don't know if Randy Orton's gonna win this. Like, I don't think they were, but Samoa Joe, you're like, Samoa Joe made it look like he's a legit fighter up against Brock Lesnar.
And he was attacking Lesnar from behind and stuff. And what about this Gabe Stevenson, fellas? I don't know a lot about the guy, but I mean, everybody's acting like he's the next big thing. He looks like a beast.
I think they're building him to be like the next Kurt Angle.
So basically, I hope it'll be a Kurt Strangle. You know what I'm saying? I hope it don't be a Kurt Strangle. You know what I'm saying? I hope everything work out good for him, but.
Yeah,
I mean, Kurt Angle.
I wasn't a huge Kurt Angle fan. I never got his character. Like he was too nerdy. Man, he
was dirty, but he played that cowardly role so well.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. That cowardly role. That
was my problem with it, man. Is he did win the Olympics with a broke neck. I mean, he was a legitimate badass. I guess I wish they would have gone in a different direction with him, man. I don't know. I thought they.
I think the thing is that at that time they had 2 men. They had Stone Cold.
Yeah.
They couldn't have another just like, you know. And then I think they had like Ken Shamrock and.
Well, they had The Rock. I mean, they had
Steve Blackman.
They were loaded during that.
Yeah.
But it's like
that was Stone Cold turned heel. You know, when Stone Cold turned heel, oh man.
Angle was a good guy for a minute.
It was before Stone Cold.
It was before, but he start really getting hot. You know, the week after 9/11 is when he won his first championship belt, right?
Yeah.
Like that'd be what, like next week, Raw will be what 20 years he won because he represented America and everything. So, you know, they put him over that way to do that. But at the same time, Stone Cold contract was coming up, and Stone Cold didn't want to take the L for nobody, really.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So The Rock took the L from Kurt Angle.
But you know, TNA booked Angle, I think, better than WWE did.
They sure did.
I think they booked him a lot better. And you know, I'm not one who gives TNA a lot of credit because they do a lot of bad.
Oh yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
But I mean, they booked him better, bro.
But like I said, for me, like I liked Kurt Angle when he first came in, just because I liked that he was a different. I like characters, and he was a different character. And like I said, you had Stone Cold was a badass. You had Ken Shamrock was the fighter. You had Blackman was a fighter. You bring Kurt Angle in, and he's trying to be this badass fighter. I mean, it's like, okay, we've got 3 or 4 of them now. Okay, but Kurt Angle just being this Weasley, like he's a fighter, but he's just weasel, this coward, and it's like, I don't know, it made me go, okay, I could, like, I really got into Kurt Angle, and it made me, when he went to TNA, and like he turned it up a notch, and he became, because TNA really didn't have any good fighters.
No,
so Kurt Angle came
I mean,
in.
Honestly, he made Samoa Joe. The matches he had with Samoa Joe.
Yeah.
Samoa Joe had been awesome in Ring of Honor, but I mean, Ring of Honor just kind of has that niche. When he got to TNA and more people saw him, and then they put him in that program with Kurt Angle. I thought they should have given Joe a better, cleaner win for the title and gave him a better run at first. I think that was one of when TNA was actually getting momentum. That I think Joe, a lot of people were supporting Joe, and after he kind of didn't really have that title run everybody hoped he would, that kind of slowed TNA's momentum. But I mean, Kurt Angle made Samoa Joe into more of a household name for sure.
Definitely. I want to give a shout out. That's my brother, Colander. That's my brother.
What's going on, man?
What's up, bro?
Thanks for joining.
Looks like 1,000 goes, action figures and counters on here.
Yeah.
John Joker.
When I came
Double
to see the
I literally just
1,000 ghosts.
Joker.
Speedo in a Speedo.
Greedo.
But
Ghost, the ghost face killer. Greedo. Rock that Speedo.
But yeah, I don't know. Like, there was, I mean, when Kurt Angle was in TNA, that was, I mean, I was already invested in TNA, kind of, sort of, a little bit before he came in, but Kurt Angle got me really looking at the product and watching it more, and and actually investing in other wrestling companies too, like just kind of seeing something outside of WWE.
Yeah. After WCW fell, him going to TNA was a big deal. Nobody really thought that would happen.
Yeah. And I was just hearing, like, there was, like, Chris Jericho almost went to TNA back in the day.
I did not know that.
Yeah, he almost went there, but the money wasn't right. So, but yeah,
well, TNA. I think TNA really screwed up. They had AJ Styles, who was a beast. They had Samoa Joe, who was a beast. They had Angle, who was a beast. They really started using
AJ Styles.
AJ
Styles, man.
They started using a lot of old NWO guys. They brought in Nash, Hogan, and then they started bringing Scott Steiner,
Bischoff.
Messed up, screwed up all the booking. They could not book a good show for nothing after Hogan them took over, man. No. They could not book a show. It was just a show to watch.
Yeah, it was like, you had Dixie Carter, just who was just throwing money around, trying to get big names. Big names would do it, and not like actually putting on a good show. And then
I mean, she was a MILF.
Yeah.
She was a MILF. Everybody was down. You know what I'm saying? So she had the money to cleave it. She could throw it around, right? I'm just saying.
But the shows were just so bad. I mean, I know we talked about Austin Aries, and I believe it was AMW. You said you're not a fan. But I mean, he was about the only thing good going on in TNA in 2013 after she came along. I mean, because they started pushing Brooke Hogan down everybody's throats.
Oh God,
Brooke Hogan wasn't a good actress in damn B movies, much less.
No.
I mean, straight to video movies was kind of her specialty for a minute. I saw her in a movie about a 5-headed shark, so that should kind of tell you. But I mean, dude, it went to shit after that, bro. It really did. I mean, it was bad.
Yeah. The only reason I was glad Brooke Hogan was anywhere near wrestling was the whole Bully Ray Aces and Eights story.
Yeah.
That was
like
that was probably one of the best faction storytelling. Like who's the leader? And then it just, as soon as they revealed who the leader was, I was like, all right, I'm kind of done. It's over. It went downhill after they revealed who it was, and you give it a couple weeks, and I don't really want to see anymore because it was
Which Bully Ray was a better world champion than I thought he'd be. I never saw him as much more than a tag.
Tag team.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to put them in the top 10 best tag teams of all time.
Heck yeah! I mean, you got to. It's only right. Yeah. I'll put them.
Maybe top 5.
I can't even go off a list right now. I can name my favorites, but yeah, they will be in my top 10. I can't give you an order right now.
Top 5 right now, just off the top of my head. I put Road Warriors first, just cause longevity. I go Steiners at 2. I go Harlem Heat at 3. I go Bubba Devon 4. And I go Tully Blanchard and Arn Anderson 5. I mean, I'm sure there's, some difference of opinion, but I mean.
That's hard to fight. But I can go with you on that, man. But I think I might put the Hart Foundation up there.
You know what? You're right. You know you're right. I think to really do good tag teams, you about got to separate the companies because honestly, back in the day, NWA, WCW had better tag teams than WWE. I mean, Road Warrior. Let's just look at some of the tag teams. Midnight Express, great tag team. Rock and Roll Express, great tag team. Tully and Arn, Road Warriors, Steiners, Doom, Harlem Heat, Nasty Boys. I mean, they used to have that Jim Crockett Cup tag team tournament, which I loved wanting to bring back, bro. That was a great turn. And there were things that meant the titles were important, but they used to do that, and they'd have that bunkhouse stampede that Dusty Rhodes
the bunkhouse stampede.
I mean, dude, why? I mean, and that was what was so great about wrestling back then, guys. And I think you'll both agree. It wasn't anything fancy. It wasn't something you had to think about real hard. It was simple concepts that made sense, and it was fun to watch.
It was fun to watch. And this like my only youth too right now, man. Like I'm getting old, and so I keep some.
Welcome to the club.
Right this is my youth. I keep some youth in this thing right here. You know what I mean? So. Yeah. For real though.
You almost like tag teams. It's almost like you not only companies, but you almost have to it's almost like errors. Yeah. I mean, other than like most recently it's probably like 1 or 2 maybe tag teams. If you're making a big list, you might put 1 or 2 on there. But
I mean, tag teams in the last 5 years, only tag team you could say right now that I can think of, and correct me if I'm wrong, in the last 5 years that you could say are Hall of Fame worthy is the New Day. Maybe the Usos. But I mean, can you think anybody else who you'd put in the Hall of Fame just right now off the top of your head?
I mean the Shield, but Ambrose ain't there no more. So I mean, that was my dog. Let me get my dog from outside.
Okay. I
don't know.
Maybe like I said, maybe the Usos.
I mean, it depends. I guess it depends on. It kind of depends on because you. Some people may say the Young Bucks.
I think I can't stand the Bucks. And
I can't either. I've never been a fan of the Bucks, but I'm just thinking, if we talk about like longevity,
right? I think their shit looks weak, man.
It's
for every super kick they hit, they miss 3.
Well, like, it's not. I mean, like for me,
I'd love to see the chat because I'm sure I'm catching shit. I usually do, but
nah. That Fabulous Disaster agrees with you.
Fabulous is a smart man.
But the Young Bucks and a lot of the wrestling now with like the indie scene, they're more about hitting their spots and setting up the big moves than actual like tag team psychology.
Yeah. I thought FTR had potential. To be good, but really AEW. That's one team AEW has done nothing with.
They need to start. What FTR needs to do is kind of do what the Dudleys did, and kind of.
They go to Impact on New Japan.
Exactly.
Go to New Japan to
they need to start winning other tag team titles.
Yeah.
In other companies and being like what Kenny Omega's doing with like collecting titles and whatnot, being title collectors of other belts and like not just being stuck to one company, but going around and wrestling other companies and winning their titles and because that would make me feel, I think that takes for me that makes them feel like old school wrestlers.
A bigger deal.
Yeah.
And I hate to say it, I don't think Tully Blanchard's the right manager for those guys.
No.
I'd like to see, and I mean, I know I talk about him a lot, but I'm a huge fan of his work. I'd love to see Jim Cornette come in and manage him.
Yeah, but you know how I feel about them because they from here. They're from North Carolina. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
I'm kind of on the bandwagon. I'm from North Carolina, but they should go to New Japan and for better booking and stronger booking to get the development they need to get. You know what I'm saying? To keep. All right, let me go up the script real quick. You see sometimes how they talk to each other. You see how they talk to each other, right?
Yeah.
But see, they give it. See, some people can just give themselves away. You know what I mean? See, you don't look for it. You don't see it unless you look for it.
Yeah.
And some give themselves away, and I'm like, man, and that's what FTR's problem was. One of them.
Well, one thing that surprised me, they led WWE supposedly because they were unhappy with the booking. Yeah. But I don't think AEW's done them no favors. I mean, how many tag team titles did Vince give them? I mean, I know they won it 2 or 3 times, if not more.
They won
NXT.
They won every tag team title in WWE.
Yeah,
the Raw, SmackDown, and NXT.
Yeah.
And they show it on their every so often. They'll show you on their, their Twitter or Instagram pages.
Yeah.
All the tag team titles they've won. And so, as much as they didn't like the booking, I'm like, you've held 4 tag team titles from 2 major companies.
Yeah.
So, like, if you're not going to stay with one company, you should spread yourself out, go around, prove yourself in other organizations. Go to Ring of Honor.
Yeah, Ring of Honor, man.
Because that would be perfect. If they go to New Japan, they could try and win the junior, tag team titles.
They're going to give it to them anyway because they're from America and they come over there. You know what I'm saying?
And then move up to the heavyweight tag team titles. Yeah. Go to Impact.
If I could make one rule about tag team wrestling, and I firmly believe this, I think if you're in a legitimate tag team, you should not be able to be a singles wrestler until the tag team split up.
Yes.
I think I would love to see more importance put on the tag team division. I mean, I think if they did it that way, it would make the tag teams feel a lot more important.
Yep.
Sleeping collectibles. What's up, dog? Heck yeah. Awesome. I got mine sitting up right there.
Yeah.
The only New Day member now who's not had a world title is Xavier.
Yep. But he's always been the person that, like, you know, he's the one that's always loved he loves tag team wrestling.
Yeah.
Like, he loves the whole psychology behind it. And all he wants to do is be king of the ring. That's all he wants.
I think he would make a monster heel. I think he could be a really good heel the way he talks and stuff. I think he could really pull that role off. Like, I could actually see him being a world champion as kind of the sleazy heel who, you know, almost like the honky tonk man style, who might lose the match by disqualification but keeps the title. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. We agree, Sleeping. We agree.
The Bucks are just overrated. I've never been a huge fan of theirs. And I don't think they look like pro wrestlers. I think they look like dudes you'd see at Walmart. I mean, I'm just going to be honest with you. If I can take my shirt off and my body's as good as those guys, and I don't want to watch them.
Well, no, they're you know, they should just be in the cruiserweight division. You know, they seem like they should just be, you know, light heavyweight tag team titles. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. And that's something else. Like, I would like to see. I would like to see cruiserweights. Like, they need to have, whether it be on Raw or SmackDown, at least 2 matches per show dedicated just to the cruiserweights. And if you're in the cruiserweights, you know, that's the belt you fight for. You know, don't bring them out and let the Intercontinental Champion slaughter them. You know what I'm saying? Because that's why the cruiserweights don't work, because everybody else kicks the shit out of them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, even Rey Mysterio. I mean, they gave him the title, but Rey Mysterio got his ass kicked his whole title reign. I mean, you know, that's one thing WCW did very well. That cruiserweight title meant a lot. That was the showstopper. They had some
it was. Let me see. Chris Jericho, he was in cruiserweight one time back then. Mysterio, Guerrero, Super Crazy.
Dean Malenko.
Yep.
And that was the thing that I miss about the whole cruiserweights is the diverse. Like, it's like regular, like the heavyweights, the mid-carders. There's different people. There's high flyers. There's powerhouses, brawlers, and like that's what I liked about WCW's cruiserweights. You had technicians, high flyers.
Tazman Go said something right there, man.
Yeah.
The managers, man. No, I love managers. Activating up Dairy Army. But I love managers, and Paul Heyman, man, is like one of the last good ones we're gonna have left, I guess.
I don't see why we can't have him. And I'll tell you another manager who I don't know if you guys remember was Gary Hart. He managed the Great Kabuki, who was basically like the Great Muta before he was the Great Muta. If you haven't watched Gary Hart, go back and watch some of his other stuff, man, in AWA, World Class Championship Wrestling. That guy was awesome.
I will, because you just smacked me in my face with somebody that knows, so I'm going to look.
And look up the Great Kabuki. Can you pull him up, Nathan? I know other night on there you pulled up Kabuki. He was the Great Muta, even with the mist and stuff before.
Oh, he got to use his laptop. Yeah.
The great Muta came out. That guy was awesome.
The Great Muta, man. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Gary Hart managed Kamala in World Class Championship Wrestling. I know he managed Kabuki. He had this one masked wrestler who would get in the middle of the ring and just cover his head up. They'd punch on him. They couldn't hurt him because he was, you know, like in a shell or whatever, and then he'd get up and beat the crap out of him. But he was a bald dude like me, so I guess that's why I kind of got a soft spot for him. But Gary Hart was a beast, man.
I can relate.
And he actually, I think he managed Muta when he first came to WCW. I think he was the one who brought Muta into WCW.
Well, I remember Muta from WCW. I remember Muta. I remember the matches he had with Ric Flair. Yeah.
I think that's Gary Hart next to him.
Yeah, that's Gary Hart. Yeah.
Yeah. Great manager. Great manager.
Indeed.
World Class Championship Wrestling, man. If you can find some of their old I'd love to have their own library of videos and matches because they had some killer stuff going on back then.
Which company?
World Class Championship Wrestling. It was out of Texas. It's where Stone Cold and Mick Foley got their starts. I mean, that's where the Von Erichs were and the Freebirds. And
if I had known, like a couple weeks ago, like what, maybe a month ago or so, because I used to have like the best of World Class Championship Wrestling DVD, but I wound up giving it in a giveaway to Destination Stone.
Well, G-Force just said he found a bunch of WC World Class stuff on YouTube. Yeah, if you get a chance, check that stuff out, guys. I mean, King Kong Bundy, he got his start. King Kong Bundy started out, he had hair and he smoked a cigar all the time. He was actually a good guy at first. Kamala, Abdullah the Butcher was down there for a while. Abdullah the Butcher, boys, if you guys ain't seen any of his matches with Carlos Colon.
Man, I know all about him, man. I know all about him, yeah.
That dude bled gallons, bro. That dude bled gallons.
Better yet, we got our own version of Abdullah the Butcher right here, man. We call him Wachi. He been on WWE before.
Oh, that's awesome. And, you know, your brother just mentioned Paul Bearer. Paul Bearer started out in World Class Championship Wrestling as Percy Pringle.
Yeah, Percy Pringle.
He was a manager, you know, a heel manager.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, he was.
Yeah, one man gang. I forgot about one man. I mean, World Class
Captain Lou Albano.
Yeah. I got, man, look, no lie, here in front of me right now, Captain Lou Albano in the limited edition box.
Oh, nice.
But I can't move him. because y'all kind of holding him up. So he kind of holding y'all up. You know what I'm saying? But word up. Let me break character. I turn around.
What's going on, Blue Eyes? How's it going?
There. That is sweet. I had the Andre from that set.
Oh, nice.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's being my manager right now. He's managing to hold my phone up so I can talk to y'all.
Yeah. I mean, that was the one thing I liked about the WWE Network is because they had a lot of that, you know, a lot of that old school wrestling on there. They had WCCW on there.
Yeah,
you know?
They did.
And it was like, I don't know if Peacock still has that stuff.
I don't know if they do either.
I don't either, man, but I know they do have superstars that come on Saturday morning, like back in the 80s, 90s. So
yeah,
I do catch up on that. We go back on some memories or whatever.
Rebels.
Rebels.
Can you feel the thunder?
Thunderstruck.
So before we keep going, I just want to let you guys know that today is the last day that I'm gonna have to go into work on Tuesdays.
Well, that's
so from now on, I'll have Sunday, Mondays, and Tuesdays off. So I will be able to not just have water for our streams. I can have an adult beverage.
Oh my.
It will be glorious.
I sat here last week out eating all them treats in front of y'all. Y'all didn't see me eating them treats.
Sure we didn't. Sure.
They were lifesaver gummies. That was all. That was it.
So what do you guys think will happen with the draft? Is there any people who you think need to get switched over to the different brand?
I got a prediction.
Okay, go for it.
Bobby Lashley goes to SmackDown and become a baby face. You heard it first, right here. It's where you heard it first, right here.
Okay.
I think Drew McIntyre needs to get off Raw. I think he needs a change of scenery, bro.
He does, man, but I don't want to see him battling Roman all the time. Like, I don't want to see that, because I like Drew and I like Roman, and I don't want neither one of them to lose. So I mean,
so I don't know. They said there's talk that Becky Lynch is going to go to Raw to kind of balance out, because they were upset that Brock and Becky were both on SmackDown. So if Becky goes, I have to believe Seth Rollins is going to join her.
Yeah.
And if that's the case, I'd love to see Seth Rollins versus Big E.
That would be a good, and Seth will be a good person to really help build him as a good champion. You get a win over a guy like Seth Rollins, that's that makes your title reign look a whole lot better.
And I can see I can see them wanting to decide to move Bobby Lashley after Extreme Rules, so long as Bobby Lashley loses that match, and they don't want to keep Bobby Lashley on the same show as Big E.
Yeah,
because they don't, they don't want him to look like he's going to keep going for the title, and maybe they want to have. I'm fingers crossed, because this Raw looked really good as a whole. Like, I was kind of really happy with this episode.
Best one in a while.
Yeah. And so I'm kind of fingers crossed that they keep going with this magic, and maybe, they build up different feuds for different pay-per-views and not do the same thing over and over again. Keep it fresh. I mean, they got the Viking Raiders on Raw. Maybe RK Bro can actually go up against a legit tag team. Not two guys put together.
Is that too much to ask?
I mean, really, man. I might be going to ask, man. I'm just going to pray for it.
Please. But
the one problem I see with Big E's title reign, and I saw it with Drew McIntyre's title reign. You guys can agree or disagree, but I was a huge Drew fan. I'm a huge Big E fan. But the problem is, when you put the title on guys like that for long term, it's hard to find challengers. When you have a babyface champion, you want to make them the underdog going into a lot of matches, so the crowd feels the sympathy and stuff. And guys with their size, it's hard to find somebody who makes them look like an underdog. And I think that was a problem with Drew's title, and I think that'll be a problem with Big E. I'm just being honest with you guys.
And that's what was great about Rey Mysterio title run, because he got his ass whooped the whole match, and still just like a roll up. That's what I like about Woods. Woods will roll you up, the roll up king. You know what I'm saying? I thought Snoop Dogg was a roll up king. Nah, it's Woods. He the roll up king, because he'll roll you up. You know what I'm saying? And it's one of those things that the little small guys will beat you at the end. You know what I'm saying?
But
so
I think the problem is they need some more monster heels. We don't see, right now Raw's got Karrion Kross, and he isn't ready yet. I don't think even close to being ready. They got Lashley. Who else they really got? I mean, who's?
That's why the boy you just talking about, Gable, the boy from the Olympics.
Yeah.
That might be a good rookie to come in, and let me make him a star, because he got the same mentality, the same fight game. If you look at it,
I don't know. I don't think WWE has done a really good job, other than Roman, of making, and this would have been, I hate to say it, a perfect place for Braun Strowman to be in Big E's. I think him and Big E could have had some good matches. Strowman, for sure.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man.
I feel like right now you're talking about Gable Stevens, but I feel like if they're going to push somebody who's still kind of new, at least to the main roster, I think that should be, they should do that with Karrion Kross. Like try and put him in even if he may not win or whatnot, if you're going to put somebody in a match against Big E, do that
Or you know what might be cool though? Have for some reason the New Day not be able to help Big E. Have Keith Lee come and do a tag team match with Big E and have Keith Lee turn. Keith Lee could be a help for him.
That's who I think coming for Big E, man. But see, they talking about putting Keith Lee on Raw. I mean on SmackDown. That's who I was thinking that'd be a good person for him to beef with Big E.
I think right now Keith Lee is more believable than Karrion Kross even. I think they need to feel Karrion for a while.
I agree with that. No, I could like.
Or make turn Drew heel. Drew's been heel before. Drew was a good heel.
What I don't know. I was thinking something out of the box and crazy, and I know WWE won't ever do it, but turn the New Day heel.
That's why I said last time, homie.
Yeah.
That's why I said last time, homie. That's why I said last time. It'll be so great.
Yeah.
You remember
Big E heel too.
All of them.
All of them.
I'm gonna tell you the funniest thing I ever seen them do, man. And I ain't think we get canceled, but when they was picking that Titus O'Neil and the boy Darren Young.
Yeah.
They come out clapping and
you
know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
You know you got some trouble for that though, right? But that was funny. And I like them heel tactics. You know, I'm a heel myself.
I don't think right now they can turn Big E heel. As big as a pop as he got last night.
Yeah.
They can. If they keep Drew on Raw and get some more stars on Raw to beat with Big E as a heel, he'll do a great job. But you got to book those shows, man. We can book a show better than them now.
I think
you're talking.
I think the best way they can make them heel is by keeping them together and by having the New Day help him win.
Yeah,
that's right.
You know,
like the Usos do with Roman, like every heel, like DX did with Triple H. You know what I'm saying? Like China Triple H did with Shawn Michaels.
The title, and but instead of Big E being like Roman is, and making the other two turn into heels, have the other two be heels, and Big E's just shocked, why are you doing this? Why are you trying to I can do this by myself? And then eventually Big E's you know what?
Forget it,
brothers. Let's do this.
You
know? Or what about having them turn on him? Saying
I don't want to see that.
He wasn't there to help Kofi. He wasn't there to help Kofi when Kofi had his world title run. He wasn't, play the jealous card. You know,
we don't want to see that though. You know, that's just.
Dude, I don't know. He had such a good win, man, and he won clean, man. I don't know that I want to see him as a chicken shit heel, man. I want to see him.
I do.
I get what you're saying, man, but I mean, he's got a chance to go down.
Yeah,
honestly, I mean, when was the last time there was a really dominant? I don't know. I think he could be more than a heel, man. I really do. I might be wrong.
I mean, man. I think let me cut y'all off, but happy hour with Rebels Friday at 4:30 with me. There it is.
Nice.
We'll check that out for sure.
Yeah, that'll be good. I'm glad that's going to be this Friday because this was my schedule. Since my schedule's changing, this week will be the last week I'll be off Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So I'll be working swing shift to grave the following week. So I'll be able to catch it this week. So that's cool.
You know, me and Rebels are gonna turn up now. We're gonna turn up.
Oh, I know.
Happy hour too. It's happy hour. That's what Rebels. We're gonna turn up.
I feel like it's gonna be real damn happy.
It's Friday. So I'll be joining happy hour even from my couch.
I'm gonna turn up.
I'll have my liquid courage. It's all good. But no, I just had another thought about that whole Big E New Day. Okay, so let's say New Day turned heel, but then they're heel, but Big E's kind of like the reluctant heel out of the other two, like Xavier and Kofi, really wanting to they're helping him but he's not really wanting them to help him, but he's going along anyway, just because they're brothers. Then it's
like
family. They're family, and it's building to, let's say, like right now, start building towards WrestleMania, and they wind up turning. I don't want to see them either. I don't want to see them either. But let's say I do want to see a match between them at WrestleMania.
Okay. Or what about this? They keep trying to turn him heel, and he keeps rejecting it. No, guys, don't do it. And they start doing sneaky stuff to help him win without him knowing, and then he gets mad about it. And then that's when they bring in Keith Lee to join them, and they do a 3-person beatdown on Big E.
Man, imagination is great, man. I like your imagination. That goes places, right? They take you places, imagination. You know what I'm saying? But that's how you book a show, imagination. They don't have sense enough to book these shows. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I don't have
that makes Keith Lee a star. Keith Lee needs something to get him over the top, man. So what if he joins? What if he joins the New Day, and they go after Big E?
Do you know who we forgot to talk about last week?
Who?
Ricochet.
Ooh, guy with a extremely a lot amount of talent right there, and he was from my home state of Kentucky.
Shot Memphis mom, happy birthday, cousin. Hey, he from the UK too. I mean Kentucky. Not the UK, but he's from Kentucky.
But no, like I want to see a match between all 3 members of the New Day at WrestleMania for the title.
Oh, well, cool.
And I would love to see that be the one that somehow out of nowhere, Xavier Wood wins the title off of Big E at WrestleMania. Like, so in that way, all 3 members have had the title at one point or another. Even if Xavier, Xavier Woods one character, I could believe losing it the next day.
Okay,
and
look,
not having an issue.
I'm with that. You remember the match from it had to be 2008 when Triple H fought Randy Orton, and there was Triple H versus Shawn Michaels versus Randy Orton in that triple threat match. All 3 of them got to win that belt. You remember that? They don't talk about that no more, but I'm gonna tell you, I remember like it was yesterday. It was Triple H versus Shawn Michaels versus Randy Orton. That's when they had the spinner belt. And before they put DX back together, the last time around with Triple H and Shawn Michaels, they had Triple H lost the belt to Shawn Michaels. Then Randy Orton won. And then Triple H was the one that ended up walking away with again.
I think that was like good. Backlash or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was something like Backlash or something. Yeah, but it's not in the record books. But I remember seeing that. You know what I'm saying?
Like I didn't, but I
they don't count it though for nothing. They don't count it. A lot of stuff they took off the books and shit. I mean, and stuff.
Yeah. It's all good. No, yeah.
Well, who do you think should be the person to finally dethrone Roman?
Me.
I mean, it's got to happen. I'm
me.
Me. Can I be your manager?
I was gonna be your manager.
Nah, you're gonna be my Keith Lee. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I'm a big boy, right?
I'll be your backup.
Yeah.
I'll be your backup.
See, I'm a big boy, right? But I got a big brother named Big Leak, right? That's my bodyguard, man. Like I go to clubs and parties and stuff. I act anywhere I want to act, did whatever I want to do, get the middle floor and dance all I want, cause he was right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, okay, somebody got my back, and I'm gonna have me a ball tonight. So yeah, you're gonna be my Keith Lee. He my Keith Lee in the streets. You be my Keith Lee in the ring.
You'd be a good heel. You'd be like
I am a heel.
Isaiah Swerve Scott in NXT.
Yeah, I play a heel right now.
Be like that because he got that big dude behind him, and
Yeah. So Taz, so we're gonna be on for that, Taz. So y'all be ready whenever I cash in my money in the bank.
But I don't know who really
on my potluck for Thanksgiving.
But who in the WWE would beat Roman?
It's gonna beat Roman.
Because
I don't know. See, the bad part about this booking right now with him and Finn Balor has never lost a match as a Demon King.
Yeah.
So we don't know how that's gonna go Friday. But all we know, pretty much we know that Usos gonna interfere, and Finn Balor have his inner demon inside of him, and let him fight off all kind of hits and shit. You know what I'm saying? But it's gonna be a different thing, and he ain't never lost, so it's gonna take somebody to beat Roman Reigns for Roman Reigns to get a tad bit bigger than what he is now. For him to come back and win it again. That's why I was so with John Cena beating him. You know what I mean? So he can come back and beat Cena like the next Friday night or something. You know what I'm saying? Because somebody's gonna have to beat him to become a star or be able to walk away and leave for a little bit.
Well, Finn beat Roman to win his first title. He only had it for a day, but Yeah,
he beat Finn and Roman. He beat Seth Rollins. He beat him Rollins. Yeah, but he beat Roman in the before. Yeah, showed it.
Yeah, but I don't know, because I don't think he's gonna lose the title even at WrestleMania, because there's talk about The Rock possibly coming in and doing something with him at WrestleMania.
I am so not hyped for The Rock no more, man. I'm
done with that. I think whoever beats him, is going to be a star. They're an overnight. If you beat, honestly, I wouldn't have a problem with them putting the title on Finn Balor for a month or so, just so when Roman
and then he can go back to being Finn Balor, the Prince, and lose and not have a loss as the Demon King.
And honestly, if WWE wants to get back to where they were, that's what was so great about the Attitude Era. You never knew what was going to happen on Raw. You might see Mick Foley win the title or whatever. Now we saw something with Big E. I'd be all right with the Demon winning the title.
Me too.
Yeah.
And the funny part, man, it was so good, but so mixed up. Remember the year Goldust got shot?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? That wrestling was so shook up that year. They couldn't get nothing right. What was that? 2002, 3, and 4? 2002 and 3, when they got the when the alliance and everything had just broke up, and it was WWE, and it was so screwed up. It was good.
The ruthless aggression era.
Man, the backstage stuff, man. The Goldust thing. He him get electrocuted. That was the funniest I ever seen in my life, man. On there.
Well, speaking of Goldust, did you see Dustin Rhodes' match with Malachi Black this past week on
AEW?
I did. Dustin Rhodes is 50 years old, and he can put a match in the ring as good as anybody in the damn business right now. I don't care what. That's one guy I would love to. You talk about giving somebody a world title for a month. Give Dustin Rhodes a world title. Actually, I'd like to get that trending.
At least the TNT
title, man. Yeah.
At least the TNT, man. But you know who Dustin is, though, right? You know who Dustin is, right? He's the grandson of Plumber Daddy.
Yeah. I'd like to see him win a world title, even if it's just for a week.
But see, that's the thing. AEW doesn't do that. They're about having their titles be on somebody for a long duration, which is good. Yeah. But
it's like dancing and poetry. Shot the party, Artie.
Is that?
Yo, what's up? Dancing and poetry in the house. That's my cousin right there, man. She's a real soldier, buddy.
How's it going?
She do Zumba and stuff. So y'all tune in to her, man. Dancing and poetry. She do Zumba classes and everything.
Does she have a YouTube channel or something?
Yeah, I'll drop you the link.
Okay. Yeah.
Hey, follow on Instagram too. Dancing and poetry.
But I don't know, Dustin, I'd say have him have a fluke win over Miro for that TNT title. And and you can have Miro like kind of be that heel trying to get that title back, and like, you know, be pissed off, and a month later he'll get the title back.
About it.
Yeah, and like you can, and that'll make him build up to be a more vicious heel because he's coming out and attacking him more, and you can see him do some more vicious moves.
Yeah,
and it's like, and then you also give Dustin a chance to like maybe have like maybe one defense against somebody else, or two defenses.
I just like to see him get that world title. He never got the world title in WWE.
He might retire before that happens.
Yeah, I don't think it'll ever happen, but that's what But honestly,
Impact.
I mean, as good as Miro's looks with that TNT title, with some of the guys they're getting, they're going to have to get that title off of him fairly soon. I mean, you got too many guys who could really benefit from that title. I mean, Malachi Black. I mean, you know, at some point, CM Punk's going to win a title of some sort.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing with bringing in all these guys from other places, and you've got them. They're big, they're white hot, they're popular, and it's like, what are you going to do with them now? Like, I can see Malachi Black building up to being getting a title. Like, he doesn't need a title right now.
No,
but I don't know. I feel like, you know, who CM Punk or Daniel Bryan, you know, I could see them winning a title right off the bat. Like,
I don't know if they'll be winning the TNT title, because I don't know if they're like really too much of some high roles to be a mid-card player, you know. So it's probably going to take them a couple of fights to win. You know,
I just on Kenny Omega, guys. I don't think Kenny Omega. I don't think he's had that good of a title run, man. I think I've said this before. When him and Don Callis 69'd each other on air, man, I kind of lost it. I was done. I was like, what the fuck?
Well, you know, I mean,
pile driver.
You know, he's another community. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, so everybody love him for being who he is and being who he, you know, for what he done and what he's doing. But I like him. I mean, I like him as a fighter. I think he can give a good show.
To me, he just don't seem like the best in the world. I don't know.
His mic
also
skills
the Brain
is dope.
Buster. Brain Buster would be a lethal finishing move.
I don't know. I feel like the stunner is a pretty lethal.
Why nobody don't do the freaking power bomb no more?
I miss the power.
Well, the power bomb's a regular move now.
Man,
it's not a finisher.
Watered anymore. Down like the super kick. It's all watered down, man.
Yeah, because now you have to do like 2, 3, 4 power bombs in a row for it to be effective. To appear to be effective.
And that's not even right. That's protected. You know, Damian Priest was doing that one time. And they, you know, gave him something lame to do. He's doing something lame now, but I don't even know what the hell it is he's doing, because I don't agree with that. It don't like it hurt anybody, but I mean, that's whatever they want to do. It's cool with me. I tune in, I watch it. I support it.
You know, another team we haven't talked about was Santana and Ortiz. They've been a good tag team for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have.
I mean, I saw them in Impact. I think that was the first place I saw them.
For
they were like
years.
They were supposed to be like the new version of like the Latin American Exchange or whatever with Conan.
Well, what did you think about the Lucha Brothers finally getting the gold? I mean, we've already talked about Young Bucks. You know, none of us seem to be fans. I think we're all pretty happy with that.
Oh yeah, I'm a huge Pentagon fan. Like huge Pentagon fan. Yeah, like I'm just waiting for the moment when him and Rey Fénix break up.
Did you see the match he had in Mexico with Rey Mysterio?
No.
They called the match of the decade, man. Lucha's match of the decade. So you might
I could. Who was it? Was it Pentagon and Rey or Ray Phoenix.
It was Rey Mysterio and Ray Phoenix.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
I could imagine that, you know.
Yeah.
I could imagine that. But I saw Pentagon back when he was on Lucha Underground.
Yeah, he was awesome on that.
Yeah, and like that was the one thing I liked about the show is like it was like a TV show. You know, you see personalities and stuff, and it was like they had like stories and stuff. It was good.
He win the world title?
Yeah, he won their main title.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and I didn't even know about Ray Phoenix until they won the tag team titles in Impact.
Oh, well, I don't know if y'all remember in 2008, 9, 10, during that time, when there was a show used to come on ESPN2, back when Stuck the Schwab used to come on and all that. It was ESPN2.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, and it was a wrestling show came on late at night, like maybe on a Friday or Saturday or Sunday night. They were on there. Pentagon was on there. Ben Balor was on there.
That wasn't because I know there was a show on MTV.
Matt Riddle was a little kid. He was on there. You know what I'm saying? Like
Matt Riddle,
a bunch of them was on there. And I remember some of those faces. Kevin Owens, Kevin Steen, El Generico. They was doing Ring of Honor too then, but then they was on that little independent show. They was showed on ESPN2 every, I want to say it was Saturday night after everything go off.
Oh shit! I don't know.
Well, that's that was a lot of places that did that. Because I know MTV had a show called Wrestling Society X.
Yeah.
Which was supposed to be like some wannabe ECW show.
Yeah.
Did you guys ever watch any XPW?
No.
The owner was Rob Black. He was out of California. He also owned a very raunchy pornography company. And really hardcore, 80-year-old anal type movies, like pretty much shit, bro. And, but he had
Taz, what?
He brought in some,
of course Taz would know.
I can't take him to Walmart, man. I cannot take him to Walmart.
But he brought in some old ECW people, and then he brought in some of his own people. Google it. They had some jacked up stuff. Vic Grimes was in it.
I know Vic Grimes.
I think Sabu might have showed up a couple times. It wasn't very good wrestling.
He probably showed up. I mean, Sabu would probably show up anywhere.
Man, you'll catch him in Lowe's, man. You might see him in Lowe's doing something, man.
Yeah.
Sabu. Yeah.
But he was he was trying to be the next Paul Heyman, and it didn't work out too well for him. I mean, but you can you can Google it. It's on Google.
I feel like I've heard that somewhere. Like there was I don't know if that was like a Dark Side of the Ring episode or something, but I feel like I've heard there was like a documentary or something where somebody was talking about wrestling.
In it. Let's see.
Yeah.
I mean, you
probably can get anybody.
I remember Shane Douglas.
Oh yeah,
Joey Styles announced for him for a minute.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Yeah, he's hurting for money.
They had King of the Death match. I mean, it was not great. Yeah. But I mean, it was different. I actually had some of the movies. New Jack was in it. I forgot New Jack.
Yeah.
That's where him and Vic Grimes really had a lot of their. He tried to kill Vic Grimes.
Yeah, he tried to kill Vic Grimes.
He tried to kill a lot of people.
A lot of them people, because you want to take him up out of here. You know what I'm saying? He really tried to do that now.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did. But
now that they had. You can find some of their old. I don't know if it was on DVD, probably VHSs, but
oh yeah, you probably could find it online somewhere. I'm sure somebody's got it.
What's up? What's up, General? What's going on, man? Bam, Derry Army in the house, man. Banged up. We're in the house.
Yeah, you can actually find it on YouTube. I just Googled it.
Oh, okay.
They have a best of XPW. It's 10 minutes. So that shows there wasn't a whole lot, but it was
a 10-minute best of 4.
I mean,
yeah, he had his porn star wife out there, and they called her Lizzie Borden, and she'd bring an axe to the ring.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, it was different.
Hey man, I can't take Tazman to Walmart, man. I can't take him to Walmart. Hey man, we have some bombs on Walmart. Playing catch with them cabbages and all kinds of stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, that's encouragement right there. Yeah,
so
man,
they showed up at an ECW show and like tried to raise hell. Some of the wrestlers.
Oh. Yeah. Hey man, what you think about Mikey Shipwreck, man? Mikey Shipwreck from ECW. Yeah. He was Foley partner, Cactus Jack partner.
Yeah, he was like, everybody whooped his ass, and then he.
I was gonna say he was a glorified jobber.
Yeah, he was. And you know, let me ask you another question: who's the best put me over ever? Mick Foley.
As far as getting people to the main event level.
Yeah, get him to a level, you know, to get them some superstardom, and he just take a loss, but they know he was there when the fight was over.
I'd say Ric Flair, because even if Ric Flair won, you became a bigger star to fight Ric Flair.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Ric Flair. But yeah,
Ric Flair made a lot of guys. I mean, Ric Flair.
Sure did. And he made NWA. Him and the Full Hustle made NWA. I mean, we had the road runners, right? The Legion of Doom. You know, they are the goats. The goats. They are the best tag team of all time. They are. And
but now, as far as WWE, I mean Foley made The Rock. I mean Foley
made Triple H.
He made Triple H.
Yeah, he had something to do with Stone Cold. Yeah, he had something to do with Stone Cold. You know, he made Randy Orton. Yeah, he did. Edge. That's right. Yeah. That's right. The list can go on, but Vader, back in what, 94, 93, 94 on WCW Saturday night. Man, we thought he was dead.
Sting in WCW when Foley was Cactus Jack, he really put on some matches with Sting that
sure did
raised Sting to a higher level.
Yeah. Now we had one person that was very underrated, which was the Z-Man.
Comes in.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he was really underrated, man. But he always stayed at the mid card. He never floated. No, he always stayed right there. They gave you a good match every time too.
He was in a tag team with Rick Martel called the Can-Am Connection.
That's right.
And he left and went to WCW, and Tito Santana got with Rick Martel, and they became Strike Force. They won the tag team titles, and then Rick Martel went bad on Tito. I used to love Tito Santana. Tito Santana could have a good match with anybody, bro.
Just spraying that crap he was just shooting in the air, just spraying it. Like, man.
Yeah. Arrogance.
Arrogance. Yeah.
I used to have a buddy. If you'd be drinking beer with him on the couch, he'd fart and he'd say, "Smell my arrogance." I can understand that.
Well, I love you from Taz, man. You like to make me spit out all my drink.
Are they wanting us to talk about Star Wars?
No, G-Force is just being silly.
G-Force always crazy.
Yeah.
Nah, G-Force, we're talking about wrestling, man. North Carolina, raise up.
He knows we're talking about wrestling.
Yeah.
He's just being. That's why he starts laughing afterwards. He's like,
yeah. That's my dog.
What's going on, TEW? That's one of my OG people in these streams. Back when I first started streaming. No, young dude loves
It's always
wrestling.
keep some of them people around, man. It's always good to have some OGs around, man.
Yep. No, I love hearing about y'all because like I said, when the 80s, 70s, 80s wrestling was around, I was still, I was still wet behind the ear.
You was a
too,
young
man.
I'm
younger than both of y'all, right?
But like I got a crappy memory. So like I watched a little bit of 80s wrestling. Most of the wrestling I saw was the rock and roll cartoon.
Hogan's Rockin' Wrestling.
Yep. That was,
man, we had regular TV to about 1990 around this piece because we had no cable. And wrestling came on regular TV.
Yeah.
Channel 36 or NBC. That's what you call main event, Saturday night main event.
Yeah.
And then like on Channel 40, you call on Saturday mornings, you called Superstars or whatever. See, it came on regular TV back then until the come up came up when that Raw stuff started kicking off and everything. And everybody in the whole neighborhood used to put money up to watch pay-per-view. It'd be a house full of people who put $5 a piece up to watch pay-per-view at the house. You know what I'm saying? We watch it though.
That's how we did it.
We didn't miss much.
NWO was big, man. Everybody pay-per-views every month, bro. We'd have a ton of people packed in little bitty apartments trying to, and they used to show them at Hooters. They would have the pay-per-views on at Hooters, and you'd go and get shit face and eat chicken wings and watch wrestling.
Yep.
Nah.
Well,
get shit face, eat chicken wings, and watch Hooters. That's basically what it was.
Yeah. Well, like I think Buffalo Wild Wings. If you pay them if you give them like $50 or something, they'll put like first person to do it. I guess you can get the big screen or whatever for whatever like pay-per-view or whatever you want to see. That's what somebody told me. So
I gotta buy me some wing and come home and watch that shit at home, cuz.
Yep.
Am I talking from the South? I mean, I go buy me some wings, come home and watch it at the house. You know what I mean?
Well, guys, I hate to do this. My young.
Me too.
I gotta go get her some Tylenol, bro.
I gotta go eat. So before I go to work. But I want to thank you guys for coming on. Another wonderful episode. It just seems like every episode there's something big happening in the week of wrestling. That's a really good thing. So
we always got something to talk about.
Yep. So hopefully within the next week, something big happens on something, something big headline. But I want to thank you, Tazman, for coming on.
Coming up. I mean, we got a lot coming up still.
Yeah, but that's still a couple weeks away.
Yeah.
I mean, I may wind up ordering Peacock again just so I can do the Extreme Rules watch along since I'll be off Sundays. So, if you guys want to join me,
I'm down.
So we can sit here and watch, maybe have some good genuine reactions and whatnot.
I'm totally
something
down.
crazy happens. So, but thank you guys for coming on. Thank you guys in the chat for joining us. And
shout out all my people. I love y'all, Richmond County. We made it. I love y'all, Tazman, Nathan Bowden. Love y'all, man. There it is.
I love you guys.
I love you too, guys.
See you guys.
Peace.
Peace.